What is up, everybody? It is your boy, I have no funny fucking twist for my name this time, Kick here. And we just got this article from Fortnite talking about this Zero Crisis finale in Chapter 2, Season 6. This is our first little detail or hint about what's going to be going on in the next season, or the closest we've gotten to like something involving an event for this season. So, from what I've seen, we're not getting the usual end of season event like we normally would, and instead, this is meant to play out like some kind of mission from like some kind of a campaign. It's going to be a solo experience that you play through alone, and it's going to be wrapping up the end events of Chapter 2 Season 5. Now, the only details we have is it's going to be the conclusion of Agent Jones' mission in the Zero Crisis finale, as this is meant to be titled, and apparently the aftermath of this event is going to shape reality as we know it. Now, I'm assuming this is of course in the game, and I'm really curious to know how this is going to change things, because not too much has really gone down throughout like most of this season. Now, what I want to think might possibly happen is the portals may have actually been little hints at new POIs that we may be getting and where they'll be located and which locations will potentially be replaced. And I'm really looking at stealthy on that, and I hope to God that the Predator is gone. But that's just a little theory. I'm really looking forward to what this is going to be, because if they can go absolutely insane with like live events, I'm really curious to see how this solo experience where you actually play through this whole event is going to go. I really don't know how this is going to work out, because this means that millions of servers have to be going if this is, meant to work as I'm expecting it to. So I'm kind of scared that some people may not actually be able to play this, and they may just get booted as soon as they load in. We'll just have to see. I have my fingers crossed that, this doesn't happen to too many people. That was probably inevitable if, like, normal events where everybody gets together just fucking dies for people. What really has me interested, aside from that line of, shaping the reality as we know it, they're calling this their most ambitious story cinematic yet. I'm not sure if this is going to happen before, like around the end of Season 5, or if this is going to happen, like, leading into Season 6. Because what I'm thinking, given that just how they're saying to start, is because, like, after they mentioned that it's going to be a solo experience, they say you can watch it online first, and they'll soon share details on how you can watch the premiere with everyone, and it's going to start with the most ambitious story cinematic yet. I'm really curious to see on how this is going to turn out, because all of the cinematics have been fantastic. Even for, like, new items, like, way back in like the days of Chapter 1, like with the addition of shopping carts, the hand cannon. Those, while they were small, really short, little cinematics, they were really nice for what they were doing and served the purpose really well and showed off just a little bit of what the animation team at Epic can do. Now, I would say that's the most juicy part of this blog post. Afterwards, it's mentioned that exotic weapon prices have been lowered. From what I've seen based off of FireMonkey's tweet, everything has been cut down from the previous prices by 50%. And one of my favorite weapons, the dub, which was previously 600 bars, is now 350. Not exactly 50%, but still, that's a massive discount, and you could buy like a ton of those. Right now I have like 5k gold. That's a good bit to spend, and it seems Epic wants you to go crazy with all of these exotic weapons while you can. So I highly recommend, since this is like the last week left in the season, go in. If there's any exotic you have not used yet, go right ahead, land on that NPC, buy that bitch up, and go fucking nuts. I know one weapon that I'm going to probably buy is going to be the Dragon Breath Sniper. I've barely used that at all ever since it was like introduced. I think I used it like twice because I killed somebody that had it, but I think I'm going to go buy maybe like 5 of them just for the hell of it. And it's mentioned that your cache of bars is going to be reset at the end of the season, so that means pretty much when you go into the next season, you gotta grind your way back up again. I'm curious to know whether or not they're going to like keep the 10k bar limit, because I know for me, I don't really go spending bars way too often. Sometimes I'll go and upgrade weapons if I don't have too far to go to like get a scar or a purple tag or something like that. So for me to have like no limit, I may be more inclined to spend more, but we'll just have to see. And they also want you to go ahead and remember to like finish up your best scar quest if you actually wear the Mandalorian. I don't, because, and I'm probably gonna get a little bit of hate from this. You're probably gonna be a few people that unsubscribe, dislike the video. I am not a massive Star Wars fan. I thought it was nice that Mandalorian was a tier 1 again. That's kind of what I expected. but seeing that he had a piece of armor and the child was a tier 100, that made me like the skin just a little bit less. Like, I thought it was cool, but like I said, that I really feel like Menace was like robbed for tier 100 in this battle pass because of that. But I digress. Another thing they mentioned is ranking up your battle pass and unlocking any of the post level 100 crystal styles that you may be going after. For me personally, I have recently gone up to, I think it was Topaz Mancake, and I don't really care. Really, I'm not a huge fan of these crystal styles. I feel like the previous level 100 plus styles for battle pass skins have been the better ones. I really hope they step things up with this next season, because I felt no real desire to grind for any of these. I really don't wear any of the battle pass skins anymore, really, aside from Lexa, and she doesn't even have any of those styles, so I'd have no reason to grind, really. I just play now just because I enjoy the game. And the last thing that they mentioned is if you missed out on the Breathless Blades during the Heart Swallow team battles, event they had going on, if you complete Fishstick or Lovely's epic quest before the season ends, then you can get the pickaxe a few days after season 6 starts. I'm pretty sure I've done at least one of those. I want to think it was Fishsticks, so I don't have too much to worry about on that end. I still need to do Lovely's because I do like XP. Leveling up feels great, and I do like to see how far I can get, but the styles are of no mind to me. And that will be the end of this blog post. I am very curious to see what this little playable event, I guess you could say, is meant to go, and how like servers are going to handle us, because I'm a little worried because of how some events people, well, actually, like, it's almost inevitable that, with every event, people are not able to actually get into them, and either like servers crash, nothing happens, or they get booted out. And I can't really say this because this is just a matter of just bad luck, or somebody's game will crash. I really do hope that if any of this does happen, that people will have the chance to try again. Just entering the mode LTM, however it's going to be handled, isn't going to count as as them actually being involved in the event. What will really catch me is if the way this ends up working out is not too dissimilar from Chapter 2 Season 1, where everybody, drops in, it's a bot lobby, you're meant to discover everything, and have a relatively easy time getting used to everything. It's probably not how it's going to go, because you're playing through Agent Jones's mission. I'm not really sure what to assume, other than we'll be playing as him. And I'm expecting this to be a linear thing, sort of like, a creative map. I wasn't really feeling too much hype for a while. I just knew that, like, okay, we only have this few days left in the season. We're not even in double digits anymore. This is really fucking close. That was the only real excitement I had up until now. And this blog post has really fucking spiked up my interest in what we'll be getting for Chapter 2 Season 6. And yeah, I'm ready. I really don't expect them to do too much more with like the end of this season. I know right now that the energy beams channeled from 0 point are starting to get brighter and more visible from like range, and they're pulsating, and there's like some season buildup going on, but it's so subtle that I haven't really noticed it. It's not like the meteors back in season 3 or the cube rolling around and printing stuff around in season 5 of chapter 1, or like even with Kevin rolling into the lake. Not as dramatic, which does disappoint me a little bit, but still I think it's nice that they're keeping this up even if they're not having a massive event like they usually do. It's a bit of a return to form, and that's what I like to see. But that's gonna be it for this video. I want to make something really quickly, because once I saw this title, like, first I saw this in a tweet from Fire Monkey, and I was like, whoa, hold up, we got something really interesting. It's got me hyped up, so I'm gonna jump on this before like I just say cool and just like proceed to just play on or whatever. I'm still a YouTuber. I'm still making videos, I promise. I try. And on that note, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do remember to like and comment, and tell me, how are you feeling about this potential event LTM being played solo? As I've already said, I'm a little concerned, but excited nonetheless. I'm hoping that like I don't have the bad luck crashing or getting thrown out when I try it and then missing out on it. And even if I do, oh well, I'll still be able to watch somebody else do it on Twitch or something, so I'm not too worried. I wish more people had that mindset, but more people would rather complain. But that's them. If you guys want to see more content from me in the future, please do go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you don't miss another video. With a new season comes a new Fortnite fuckery, so do be on the lookout for that. Some people that have not been very prominent in the previous episodes may be showing up a bit more, so do be excited for that. I will catch you guys in the next video, be it another commentary, more Fortnite fuckery, which, if that's the case, it's gonna be fucking ages till I upload again. And I will catch y'all next time. See ya.